I joined the KSO to get an opportunity to play music that I never would have gotten the opportunity to play anywhere else, certainly not in school. I got music here to play that's challenging, that motivates me to practice more and just get better as a musician.
Which is because I thought it was a great opportunity to have fun and to collaborate with other musicians.
I have always wanted to do some volunteer work that relate to my personal skills, such as playing cello, and KSO is the best opportunity that I can contribute to the society that way.
I joined the Kindred Spirits Orchestra because I wanted to learn what it felt like to play in an orchestra. Previously, I had mostly played as a solo performer or at best in some small school ensembles. As a result, I never got the opportunity to experience what it felt like to play in an orchestra.
I joined KSO mostly for experience. I wanted to experience the atmosphere in which musicians are following the conductor and working together to make music and do something they enjoy.
I wanted to join an orchestra because I was very fond of music, and I also wanted a team building opportunity.
I joined the KSO because I wanted to explore what it would be like playing in an orchestra and how it would be different from, for example, playing by myself.
After I finished my graded exam, I was looking for opportunities to play with other people. So naturally the opportunity came up and I decided to apply.
Initially, it was because I wanted some kind of orchestral experience. But as the years went by, I started to realize that I love doing this. I love bringing joy to the community by playing in an orchestra. And I think it's very good that I get to do this in a team kind of way, instead of just playing solo all the time.
Well, I joined the KSO when I was approximately 10, and it was actually on my teacher's recommendation right after I finished my grade 8 violin exam. And I actually joined the KSO because there were so many opportunities to play, and those opportunities were so hard to get outside of the KSO.
I joined the KSO so I can have an opportunity to play in a semi-professional orchestra with professional musicians.
I think I've enjoyed the most playing music from every century, from classical music to romantic music to modern music, that it has really widened my musical horizons and given me the opportunity to play with musicians that make me play better.
Honestly, it's the concerts, because it's just really fun to, go to places with my friends, with other musicians, and regardless of whether or not it's in front of an audience, it's just a great time and place to show off what we've been working on for the past couple months.
The thing I enjoy most is having concerts with professional conductors and highly skilled musicians.
When you play with an orchestra and you create such beautiful music with other instruments and sections, you just get this really enjoyable feeling, and it never gets old. It also feels absolutely amazing to be contributing into creating such beautiful musical sounds, and it also helps you appreciate those composers who made these amazing pieces because of how well everything seems to fit together.
The thing I enjoyed the most was probably going to concerts and being a part of a group that makes music and see all of our hard work pay off at the end in the concerts.
Arguably the concerts. At first, they were really frightening, playing in front of hundreds of people on a big stage. Who wouldn't be frightened? But now they're no longer frightening occasions to me, and are just times where we can show off music that we've been practicing.
I very much like rehearsing, because it's a very, the atmosphere is very nice, and it's not nearly as tense as a concert, so I quite enjoy rehearsing.
It would definitely be the concerts, since they're the most exciting to participate in, and there's always a sense of accomplishment after I've finished playing in a concert.
The part I've enjoyed the most about rehearsing in the KSO is undoubtedly the few and far between moments when Maestro takes his time to talk about the pieces that we're playing. The experience has been invaluable to me, and I've learned a lot about composers I would otherwise not research about, and it's truly been an eye-opening experience.
I've actually enjoyed playing with so many professionals and learning from them, and also learning from Maestro. It is not common to play, and I actually did not know most of the instruments in the orchestra before joining the KSO. And I'm so surprised, and I enjoyed it so much, mostly because I cannot listen to a bassoon at home, I cannot listen to a French horn at home, and being able to play with them and collaborate with them is really a great opportunity.
I think for me, I really enjoy just playing music in general, and I really enjoy hearing all the instruments come together to make something beautiful.
Well, I felt that in terms of musical development, it really helped me to work on listening to other people's parts, listening to my own part, just working in a musical setting while also improving collaboratively.
I think the KSO has contributed to my musical development by providing me the opportunity to play with musicians who are on a much higher level, who have so much information and knowledge about music that they can pass down to me and help me improve as a musician and as a person in the community, really.
When I'm playing with other musicians, it's easier to find my weaknesses and also to improve them.
After joining, I learned to always look at the conductor and how the conductor transitioned between different time signatures.
It's helped me learn new musical terms and also timing. And since there are also other musicians here, if I make a mistake that I'm not aware of, other musicians can point them out for me.
I was given the opportunity to play with many musicians along with many instruments. By observing and playing alongside these professionals, I was able to hone both my artistic and my technical abilities.
After many rehearsals, I learned how to follow the conductor more clearly, and I could flow more along with the music.
Well, if I had to choose one skill, it would probably be sight reading, because there's a lot of very difficult music that you have to learn on the fly. We're in a relatively short period of time, so your senses tend to heighten a bit, and now I can sight read much better than I did when I started.
The KSO has helped me develop many of my musical skills. Among them were my ability to stay on beat. This was particularly important given that I was playing in an orchestra.
Right now, I really like to listen to symphonies, to orchestral music, to concerti, but before I only primarily listened to solo piano works, because that was all I knew. This really broadened my music knowledge, and I also learned a lot of conducting.
Playing in orchestra is definitely different than when I was playing by myself, because I got to play more orchestral repertoires, which is different than when I used to play when I play solo repertoires. And I got help from professional cellists. They gave me lots of tips on how to play better.
I think my membership has allowed me to build solid networks in the community of both musicians and also just friends in the community that have furthered my musical journey and also have been able to help me along the way through school and applying to universities and such.
Just being responsible for your own part, being responsible for other people's parts as well as in listening, and just being a part of the orchestra in general has really helped me to shape myself as a human.
Kindred Spirits Orchestra has taught me the importance of teamwork and communication. Well, when I realized that without communicating with the people around you in a section and the section leaders, your section could not technically function. It also taught me to be a responsible person, because every time I would come to the orchestra and I would realize that everyone was extremely well prepared. They would play every note perfectly, and I realized that I could no longer slack off. I had to practice.
The number one thing I would say is time management, because I definitely needed a lot of it in order to keep up with the songs that we played. Additionally, I was able to make new friends, and I became a better team player.
I'd say that it helped me with teamwork, since playing in an orchestra is a team effort. And it has also helped me make new friends, as everyone here has the common interest.
I learned how to collaborate with others.
Well, hopefully the concerts sound maybe a little bit better because of me, if not, hopefully not worse.
KSO has also taught me how to play with other people, and a lot of this was collaboration. Evidently, in an orchestra, there's a lot of collaboration and teamwork involved, and this my experience in a KSO has certainly helped me think about others and not just myself.
KSO is not only an orchestra, it's also a hub for exchange of ideas.
Well, I would say that the main factor is teamwork, because working as a team, and you have to know that in an orchestra, you're not the only one that's playing, you're not the soloist. You have to know to let other people play the solo when it's their turn. And I feel like this is a really great place to work as a team and try to make the best music together.
Playing at the KSO has really improved my teamwork skills. Since when you're playing an orchestra, you will always have to work with other musicians and compromise to make things work better.
Joining the KSO mentorship program is a wonderful opportunity, and it gives you many different opportunities, both in the way of music and connections in the community, and I think it's just a really good way to broaden your musical horizons.
KSO mentorship program is a really good program that you can really improve your music skill by joining this program, and also get the opportunity to communicate with other people, other musicians who have the same interests with you.
It's totally worth it to come here every week. We come here every week, we play some music, and we stay super late as well, but it's all worth it, especially when we go to the concert.
The Kindred Spirits Orchestra mentorship program is an absolutely invaluable experience. It will teach you many life qualities that you cannot buy with money. The orchestra is extremely welcome and inclusive.
It's a really good opportunity to be able to enter a professional atmosphere and be able to make music.
Don't be scared. The number one barrier for me was being scared of being the new kid on the block. But if you're considering joining, then you've made it a lot farther than anyone else, and you should be proud of that.
I definitely recommend it since we play with professionals, it really helps with your musical development.
If you're passionate about music and you're looking for opportunities to play more obscure music that's not necessarily in popular concert repertoire, I think this is a great opportunity to do that.
I would say that it's absolutely worth it. There have been many things I have learned while staying in the KSO, and it has also given me a sense of fulfillment because of the way I'm giving back to the community.
If they don't join, they're missing out on a bunch of opportunities and a bunch of experiences that they will not get from a lot of other places. And playing with an orchestra, playing in front of hundreds of people and playing in a concert hall is just an opportunity that you don't get every day.
I think it's a great experience. You get to make new friends who are just as passionate about music as you are, and overall it's just a great opportunity for self-improvement.